All right, welcome to the receiving board absent counting board uh, training session. So I'm going to go through the receiving board checklist, and as you can see on the screen, I've got the receiving board checklist, and then the corresponding envelope checklist of what goes in the envelopes. And we'll go through the whole poll book and everything and how it all works. You can see from the envelope checklist on the right side that you've got 3 color codes: orange, red, and green, and that'll correspond with the sticker color that's in the poll book of where it's going to go. All right, so let me get through here as we go. Okay, so the first part of the checklist is to confirm that the local clerk envelope, the blue program bag, and the ballot container are the 3 items that they bring to you. Okay, that's what will come to the receiving board. That's what you're going to see. You shouldn't have any other items that aren't sealed in those 3 containers. Okay, so the top part of the checklist, there's 3 check boxes. First one is to confirm the poll book, the local clerk envelope, and the blue transfer bag are not sealed in the ballot container. Okay, so the absent voter poll book will be located inside the local clerk envelope. So you're going to want to just open that, make sure there's a poll book in it. So if you got the poll book inside the local clerk envelope and the blue transfer bag, then you're good to go. All right. If it's sealed in the can, that's a whole nother issue that you'll call me over and we'll go over what to do at that point. Okay, so we want to make sure that the, let's see if I can get a laser pointer here of some sort, that the, right here, the seal for the ballot transfer bag matches line B on the certificate of inspectors, which is in the poll book. All right. So the first thing we want to do is make sure we have those 2 and they're equal, because then you're going to hand the blue bag to myself or Uta, someone in the clerk's office, so I can cut that bag open and I can get their memory card out of there from their tabulator. Okay, so we're just making sure those 2 seal numbers are the same. So from the transfer bag to part F, page F in your poll book, part B. All right, the next part is you want to make sure that the local clerk envelope contains 3 totals tapes. All right, there'll be 1 totals tape, which is a 0 tape attached to the first results tape. It's 1 long tape attached. It can't be ripped and taped together. It can't be stapled together. It has to be 1 long tape that has not been cut in any way. All right, and then you need to have 2 just single results tapes also. And none of the tapes can be ripped, all right, because if they're ripped, then the county's going to want a new tape. So they can't be ripped. They have to be whole tapes, okay? And you'll find those in the local clerk envelope. Okay, so next up is verifying the second page of the first page you open up to in the poll book, which is you can see there's a big A at the bottom of it. And what you're going to do there in part A is you're going to verify that all the check marks were made up in section 1. You're going to verify that in section 2 the chairperson signed that they were given the oath and that the person who gave them the oath dated and signed. And then you're going to verify that the rest of the inspectors in the precinct signed in that they were given the oath, and that the chairperson or whoever gave them the oath signed and dated. All right, and you're going to verify also that the zero tape, the signatures on that zero tape match the signatures that are on this swearing in page. All right. Next up, you're going to part B. You're going to then take all the list of voters, which is in the 3-ring binder that the inspectors highlighted across their names. You're going to take that list and you're going to insert it into this poll book before this part B page. All right, next up is part C. Part C is any challenge procedures, any challenging that happened in the counting board throughout the day. Very straightforward. If there was, you would see the time, the name of the challenger, description, result. Very rare we have anything like this, but if it does happen, you'll see it here on C. All right, D. D is a remark section. These are any remarks, anything that happened throughout the day would be here. Now, if there's an emergency and an inspector left, you would see that they signed out in this section. This is also, if you have any remarks going through this checklist, you would put your remarks here on these page D, orange page Ds. All right. Next slide is the list, is E, which is the write-ins. So you're gonna check that they properly put in any write-ins, and I will give you, if there is a write-in, I will give it to you so you know what you're looking for. If they had no write-ins, this page will say none. If they didn't write that, just make sure that they put none on this page. And you will see that this particular page in the poll book is a carbon copy page. So there's a white, a pink, and then a manila that's attached. You'll see that the white is associated with green, which is, if you remember from the first slide, is the local clerk envelope. Pink is associated with red, which is the judge of probate, and then E is associated with the county clerk. And we'll get to how that works in a little bit. All right, so now we have F. F's probably your toughest section and your longest one. All right, so you're going to, it's also a 3 carbon copy page also with a white, a pink, and a manila. So you're going to make sure that the inspectors checked all the boxes at the top section. You're going to make sure that the math was done under ballot summary and that these numbers are equal. If they are not equal, there should be something in the remarks section explaining why it's not equal. You're also going to have, and there should be a next to this first box down here, there should be an A and a B. And I will get to that. But all right, so you're going to confirm that the number of names on the list of voters, which is this B, okay, equals the number of ballots tabulated on your results tape, and that matches the number that is on your ballot summary of total ballots processed. Those 3 numbers should match. If they don't, there should be an explanation of why they don't match. You're also going to check that, and this should be an A once again, that the seal number, there will be 2 seal numbers here. One is a bag, which is inside the can, and you cannot see that. The other one is the bag seal. You should be checking that this bag seal, all right, matches the number that's on the bag container certificate. So that number matches the number that's on this line. Oh, and here's my A and B. I must have just missed it. And then you're also going to make sure, you already made sure that B matches earlier. That was the blue bag. All right. You're going to make sure that 2 inspectors signed that they sealed these properly, all right, on the tag and on the page. And you're going to make sure that every inspector that signed the results tape signed out in the poll book at the end of the night. Okay? So you just make sure this whole thing is filled out. All right? Okay, so the next page is kind of how you're going to assemble everything. So you have your local clerk envelope. All right? And you're going to take the, in the poll book, you're going to take out the white page, all right, the 2 white pages that have an E and F on them that are in green dot. All right, those 2 rip out. All right, so you take out the 2 whites, green whites, go in the white local clerk envelope with the 0 in results tape, the long one, the attached one. All right, those items will go into the local clerk envelope, all right, and they will then be sealed with a red seal initialed by the inspectors. Okay, so once you rip those out and put them in, the inspectors will then sign that. There will probably be some other items that the inspectors have that are inside that already, and that's fine, all right. Not a big deal there because there are other items they have, but the things you're looking for is making sure that the white write-ins page, the white certificate of election inspectors, and the 0 tape attached to the first results tape are in this local clerk envelope and sealed with a red seal. Okay. Our next envelope is our pink Board of Canvassers, probate judge, or judge or probate is usually what it says. And you're going to make sure that the pink copies with the red E and red F, all right, are put into there with a 1 single results tape. Okay, so 1 results tape, the pink copies with the red stickers on them go into the pink Board of Canvassers probate judge envelope, and they're sealed with a red seal initialed by the 2 inspectors. All right, and your final envelope is the county clerk envelope. Now the county clerk envelope is going to be the rest of the entire poll book. Okay, so every page that had the orange sticker, which is everything else besides those 4 that you took out, they'll stay connected, all right, and that whole book will go in the county clerk envelope with 1 results tape, all right? So 1 results tape, the whole poll book, all right, and you can see on their envelope it says a poll book, statement of votes with a tabulator tape attached, all right, that's inside this poll book, and then a precinct delegate write-in statement of votes, if applicable. That doesn't pertain to this election, all right, but the poll book, which is all the manila, and then the whole giant list of voters that you put in there, all right, 1 results tape in the county clerk, sealed with a red seal, all right. That's everything I have for you, all right. I will email this. I'll put this video out, and then I'll also email you the presentation and all that good stuff. So look for that. Thank you.